In the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Nikes in the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete.
Hey, lace 'em up, lace 'em up, lace 'em up, lace 'em. Blue suede shoes, stay crispy.
We have a totally stock Audi RS3 8Y 2023. I think it's got 200 miles on it. We've just done a stock dyno run on it to see what it's making stock. We are now fitting an Eventuri turbo inlet and an IROz open cone intake to the car. And we're going to dyno it again to see what power it makes after fitting these parts to the car. So stock, it's made 444 horsepower and 532 newton meters. Once we've got the Eventuri inlet and the IROz intake on, as you can see we are doing it on the dyno for the best back-to-back comparison we can get. We will be able to see what gains the car makes with the new parts.
Hello? Hello? Listening up.
In the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete.
Alright guys, so this is the stock turbo elbow that comes off the car. This is the same one they use on the left-hand drive and the right-hand drive models, so it's not much to it really. It is pretty restrictive, it's pretty small. Space in that area of the engine bay is pretty tight, so yeah, this is the one that comes out. Same one on the 2017, 18, 19, 2019, 2020. Same one on all the RS3s from 2017 and onwards. Left-hand drive and right-hand drive models use a different turbo elbow. This, from our experience and all of our testing over the years, for right-hand drive cars, this is the best turbo elbow that you can buy. It's an Eventuri turbo elbow. Basically, Eventuri made a turbo elbow in carbon fiber, and this is the biggest turbo elbow that you can fit in that area of the engine bay. There is no bigger elbow out there for right-hand drive model cars. It's also carbon fiber, so it doesn't hold heat as much as an aluminium part, which is good, lower intake air temperatures. And yeah, you get different flanges for this, for stock turbo, stage 3 turbos, hybrid turbos, etc. They make various different flanges. For the left-hand drive models, I believe it's an even bigger turbo elbow on the left-hand drive ones, but their right-hand drive elbow is the biggest one that fits onto the right-hand drive cars. So yeah, we'll be fitting this along with the IROz intake and seeing what gains the car makes on a totally stock ECU without any ECU tune on it. It'll be interesting. I'm not even sure if it will make any power, but it'll be interesting to see. We've never done a test on a stock RS3 8Y with just an intake upgrade. We've done some tests with intercoolers and downpipes, but this will be our first, so looking forward to seeing if it does make any power.
Open up my closet to that new shoe smell. I guess I'm doing well. Smoking all the weed that I used to sell, but once my album goes in the shelves, it's going next. Tell how it's finna sell. For now, we're selling tapes out my shoebox. Any spot, just set up my shop. You're mad that your girl always says that I'm hot. She buy my t-shirts, but she's spending your guap. Say what up if you see me around. Nike Air separate my feet from the ground. It's just
Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher.
Okay guys, IROz intake now fitted with the Eventuri turbo elbow. Fits nice and clean. There's also a shroud. This seals against the bonnet to keep the hot air from the engine away from the intake. So cold air comes in from the grill, goes over here and goes into the intake. The idea of the shroud is to keep the hot air away from the engine. Another thing to note on the IROz intake, on the stock intake, the diverter valve usually feeds back into the stock intake system. On the IROz intake, it just vents the atmosphere. Usually if the car was mass airflow based, this would cause issues with the fueling system, but as these cars are speed density based, they work off 2 map sensors, you won't have any issues with that, and it's not going to breathe in any air from that area, it's just going to breathe out air. You will get a little bit more noise from that as well, but yeah, one thing to note on the IROz intake. Okay, we're going to now dyno the car. To be honest, I'm not expecting any crazy gains, maybe 5 or 10 horsepower. The ECU is still locked. We've not been able to get into the ECU yet. So this is on factory software. On factory software, they use closed loop boost control. So the ECU shouldn't let the turbo overspeed or make more boost, theoretically. So I'm not expecting more than 5 or 10 horsepower, but let's dyno it and see what it makes.
Once my album goes in the shelves, it's going next, tell how it's finna sell. For now, we're selling tapes out my shoebox.
Bits fitted, parts fitted. When I did a pull last, before it was 440, so 440 is what I mean. So last time it made, or before, it made 444. This time it made 4-5.
So they stay
tune,
attached to
nothing,
my
just
gonads. Waking up to a few L's. Open up my closet to that new shoe smell. I guess I'm doing well.
Right, so the new intake's on, the new inlet's on. We see gains of around 7 or 8 horsepower on the dyno, and around 5 to 8 Newton meters. In the real world, you're probably not going to notice that, but this sounds great. We will see more gains on the intake system once we unlock the ECU and we can run more boost. But at the moment, on the factory calibration, I wouldn't say there's any real world performance gains to be had with the intake.
Just
Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete. Nikes in the Nikes on my feet, keep my cipher complete.
Guys, got a little bit of a slash. I'm getting married next month.
Post.
Next month?
Where?
England? No, it's only we're getting engaged basically.
Ah,
I'm getting engaged next
that's sick, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, next month? Oh, and when am I getting married? Probably next May, June. Summer vibes. That's it. Man's off the market.
Sorry, I'm still here. Don't worry.
gonads. Waking up to a few L's. Open up my closet to that new shoe smell. I guess I'm doing well.